Is it time to jump ship from SIDU? Is the squeeze over and now time for a pullback? That's what we will attempt to find out in this video. How is it going, everyone? Yas here from Trading Vanguard. I am a technical trader who trades short squeeze, momentum and volatile stocks. All of the info shown in this video is not financial advice and just my opinion. So guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another update on a very popular stock as of recently, SIDU or Sidus space. So I have made a few videos on this before, guys, and now we'll go ahead and do another update. So guys, without further ado, let's not waste any time and get stuck into the charts. So let's switch on my drawings. Guys, what is going on with SIDU? So guys, let's do a mini quick recap, all right? So guys, we know SIDU has been in a squeeze since, I want to say, I think it was the 3rd of December. Yeah. So guys, SIDU has been in a squeeze, and let me quickly make that a bit clearer for you guys, since the 3rd of December. So this green candlestick right here. And guys, it has squeezed a total of, let's have a look, guys, over 760%, which is just incredible. So, you know, if you was lucky to sort of catch this trade at the bottom of the trend channel and traded it all the way to the top, congratulations, guys. That is huge profits. Okay. So we know it squeezed over 760%. We can see that it's hit a high of $5.39, and that was last Wednesday, 7th of Jan. In which, guys, the daily candle finished red, which was then followed by a further 2 more rejection red candles. Guys, which tells me one thing, okay? In my opinion, guys, again, this is purely just my opinion, not financial advice. It looks like the bulls are no longer interested, and this is confirmed, guys. For me, this is further confirmed by the trading volume. Guys, unfortunately, it does look like the buying volume has started to dry up. We can see, oops, we don't want to move my fib retracement. Guys, we can see that the most volume that we've had during this squeeze was, let's have a look, 382 million shares traded. And that was, guys, in a pivotal moment of the squeeze where the stock squeezed out of the descending trend channel. So this is where we had, you know, the highest volume. And guys, I kept, you know, when I did make my first, you know, couple of updates, I did say I wanted to see more volume than this, guys. I wanted to see more volume for us to kind of break further and hit those incredible price targets. Yeah, guys, of course, my first, you know, my initial price target, $4.63 was hit, which we know we'll get to in a moment. However, guys, yeah, you know, that was the most volume that we had this whole squeeze play. And guys, after that, you know, we can just see that if we see the green volume candle bars here, the volume sticks, we can see, guys, that the volume just started just drying up. I think the most volume we had after that initial pump was the 31st of December, so New Year's Eve. And guys, 169 million, so 170 mil. Guys, that's not even half, okay? So the stock couldn't even get half the buying power it did once the stock broke out initially of the descending trend channel. So guys, we can see straight away that the bulls are no longer interested, okay? Also, guys, for anyone who remembers my previous video, I put a trend line in, okay? And this was for me to, this is the trend line on the RSI. And this is a super strong indication of momentum and interest. And guys, what do you know? If we switched to the 4-hour chart, guys, let me make it a little bit clearer for you. If we have a look on the 4-hour chart, guys, we can see that the trend line was stress tested 4 times where, you know, the stock was just starting to lose momentum. We can see here after, you know, the stock broke out the trend channel, we can see that the bears try to push it back down. back into the trend channel, which is the first time it tested it. However, thankfully the bulls were able to step in. Again, there was a second time where, again, the bears tried to push it back into the trend channel, guys. Bulls took control again. However, guys, it was very, very faint. Of course, it did pump up a little bit more. So we can see, guys, once it kind of hit that upper area where I want to say my price target was hit. So it would have been, it would have been around here. So that would have been the final time where it kind of peaked the RSI. And then, guys, the final time it hit it was, yes, we can see here. And guys, it's hit it 4 times and we know that's it. It's just kind of losing its momentum and now just completely broken down. Going back to the daily, guys, we can see that now it has been tested for the first time. And guys, in my opinion, should this just break further down, I really do believe there is a full loss of momentum. And guys, the buyers are just not interested, the buyers are not stepping in, and the bears are just taking control. Another thing on the MACD, guys, we may see a crossover pretty soon. Of course, the MACD is sometimes a great indicator, however, it does lag behind, but it does seem to see that, the crossover for it to go into the negative is coming in soon. So guys, what is next? And what do I think? What is my prediction? Guys, for me, the charts haven't changed since my first, ever video on SIDU. We know that there is a bearish liquidity zone waiting around here. So it's this red area that I've marked, and that's between $2.70 and $3.40. And guys, once the stock enters into this favorite zone for the bears, guys, it's game over. As I know, this is where the bears are confident in taking their position. Okay, and they'll be confident in taking their position after the storm. So, make of that what you will, guys. All right, of course, this isn't financial advice. My price target of $4.63 was hit. And guys, did the stock pump a little bit more? Sure. But guys, that is to be expected. We can see from my price target $4.63. Okay, let's just do that. We can see it's pumped over around, 16 to 17%. However, guys, for me personally, as a technical trader, I couldn't care less. All right, my price target would have been hit, and I would, that's it. That's where I would depart the trade, and I wouldn't look back. As for me, guys, the algos have done their thing. They have come up to close the open gap. Whoops, keep moving this Fibonacci retracement. But guys, sorry, as I was saying, the algos have completed what they've had to do. And guys, technically, sure, could the stock have continued to squeeze higher? Fair enough. Yes, it could have, because there is still another open gap. However, guys, it just didn't look probable. Okay, was it possible? Sure, probable. Not really, in my opinion. And guys, like I was saying, the extra pump, in my opinion, of course, there is no way that I can prove this. However, guys, this extra pump was just to trap retail traders in. Guys, it happens time in, time out. Sometimes we can see technically the stock will go up, do what it has to do, but then continue to go further. And guys, it will give people the illusion that the stock could, as they say, go to the moon, which is, funny pun for Sidus, as it is a space stock. But we can see, guys, it did break $5, and then people would assume, oh wow, it's broken a psychological $5 price level. Could it go higher? Yeah, potentially. But guys, that, in my opinion, was the trap. So this is exactly where I would have departed and taken profits. Guys, what's next? I do think that, it is time to leave ship. I think it is over for the stock. I think now it's going to be a case of the stock sort of dropping back down and going into the trend channel again, probably hitting the bottom and creating all-time lows. And guys, finally, to conclude, the reason why I do think it's, I do think the squeeze is done. Well, just have a look at this. Guys, dilution is the #1 squeeze killer for any stock, and it's never a good thing for existing shareholders. So They've confirmed that they've completed it. You know, to be fair, it was back before the new year, so it has still pumped up even after that. However, guys, now the amount of shares that are able to be traded, guys, are just way more and just in favor for the bears. Okay. But you know, one thing that I would like people to learn is, guys, this is to be expected. Okay, you can only imagine, guys, if a company's stock has squeezed over 700%, it would be stupid for them to not take advantage. So look, I do understand it from a company perspective. However, of course, you know, this will never be good for shareholders, as of course it will just dilute their value. But like I said, as a company, it would be stupid for them to not take advantage and, you know, not just have that straight up cash injection into their company. So yeah, guys, make of that what you will. So what do you guys think? Are you guys still in SIDU stock, or are you guys interested? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys find this content useful, please drop me a like. And if you are a similar trader to myself, please consider subscribing, as I'll be posting more videos similar to this. Once again, I would like to end the video by saying, guys, this is not financial advice. Trading can be extremely risky, and you should always have a trading strategy to stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.